Hello friends, welcome to your 30-day cleanse. We are going to get ready, set, and glow. So if you're looking for increased energy, shinier hair, overall sense of well-being improvement, better sleep, more energy, then stick around. I'm going to teach you how to do a total 30-day cleanse. We're going to reset our body. We are going to support our detoxification channels, and we are going to feel really, really good doing it. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you. If we haven't met, my name is Rigel Smith, and I have been sharing doTERRA essential oils professionally for the last 5 years. I've gone all over the globe teaching people how to use natural solutions to improve their health and wellness. Myself, I discovered doTERRA essential oils at a time when I was going through transitions. I was unhappy in my career, I was stressed out, I developed food sensitivities, my hair started to fall out, my skin started to break out, and I was in a very unhappy place. So part of what I did was eliminate toxins from my environment. I started to make my own cleaning products, my beauty products, and I started to incorporate essential oils and supplements as a healthy foundation. So some of the things that I did are involved in this 30-day cleanse. So let me teach you a little bit about what this looks like. Okay, so the foundation of our health and wellness, you can see this wellness pyramid. A lot of it starts with the foundation of a healthy diet. So incorporating supplements that can help support with proper nutrients, eating as many fruits and veggies as possible. Also, exercise is important, moving your body. So maybe that's hiking or dancing or cardio in the gym, whatever it is. There's ways to reduce our stress. So there are essential oils that can help bring a sense of peace or balance. There are some oils that are very calming, and there are things that we can do in our lifestyle to just change so that we can have an overall sense of peace in our life. And today what I'm going to focus mostly on is how we can reduce our toxic load and why that would be important. So when I mention toxic load, every day we are exposed to more toxins in one day than our grandparents were exposed to in their entire life. That comes from a book by Dr. Reed. It's called Health and Wellness in a Toxic World. He also shares about a study where the umbilical cord of little babies was analyzed and found to have 287 toxins in that little baby's umbilical cord, that blood that the mother had been exposed to that led to have toxins into our babies. So our babies are being born toxic as well. And it's also been theorized that the air inside of our homes is actually 5 times more polluted than the air outside. And this has to do with the synthetic cleaners that many people use, the synthetic air fresheners, which is one of the most toxic things that we're exposed to on a daily basis. Some other toxins you can see on the screen include pathogens. These are things that you might consider germs. So they're bacteria, fungus, things of that nature that we're exposed to on a daily basis when we're out and about. Synthetic chemicals, these are things that can be found in our foods. So they can be artificial flavorings or sweeteners. They can also be chemicals found in air fresheners, like I had mentioned, or in household cleaners. And then the third is radiation, and this comes from cell phone use, computer use, and even the sun. So our body is designed to help us eliminate toxins. There are detox channels within our body. Some of them include our lungs that filter the air we breathe, our GI tract, which filters through the things that we ingest, and our skin, which actually absorbs over 60% of the products that we put on our skin. So an interesting statistic I found is that the average woman puts over 515 toxic chemicals on their skin every day in a normalized beauty routine. And of those chemicals, the US does not regulate the beauty industry. In Europe, they have over 1,300 banned chemicals that they use in beauty products. But in the US, since it's unregulated, there are only 8 that are banned here. So it's interesting to think what we're actually putting in our skin, which gets absorbed into our body and then must be processed out. So there's 3 ways that we can reduce our toxic load. And the first is to avoid toxic exposure. So one of my favorite ways to decrease exposure is through washing our produce. Even our good, organic, healthy produce is exposed to pollutants in the air and pathogens on its way to the grocery store and then into our home. A simple way is to wash produce with lemon oil. Really effective. You can fill a spray bottle with 10 drops of lemon oil, water, and then spritz your fruits and vegetables before eating them. It also doubles as a great countertop cleaner, so you can have a 2-for-1 there. And then another way is to diffuse oils to help purify and clean the air. So these citrus oils in particular will help to purify the air as well as uplift the mood. So a really great way to keep the air around you fresh and reduce your toxic load. Another way is to reduce the products that we use, for instance, in our beauty care routine. I had mentioned that our skin absorbs 60% of what we put on it. So you can start switching to natural beauty routines. There's a great skincare line called the Virage skincare line through doTERRA. It's all natural. It has essential oils and plant-based ingredients and works really, really well. It's spa grade. They also have really nice shampoo and conditioner. I love their spa line for the hair. And once again, that's all plant-based and plant-based cleaners as well in the form of On Guard laundry detergent, their toothpaste, hand wash, and cleaning products as well. So the next thing that we can do is to support our healthy defense mechanisms in our body. So what that looks like is giving your body a foundation to work with. So giving your body the nutrients to fortify and work with the defense mechanisms of the body. So in order to do this, your body requires certain nutrients which are now becoming more depleted in our diets. Our soil is less nutritious than it was even 100 years ago, which is resulting in foods that have less vitamin profiles than they did previously for our grandparents, per se. It's also important to have the amount of energy required for the cells to function optimally and to have healthy fats for your liver. So your liver is responsible for breaking up a lot of toxins, but a lot of these require fats, fat soluble, to break up these toxins. So the healthy foundation, this is what we call lifelong vitality. This is something that you can use during the 30-day cleanse, but you're going to want to use it throughout. This is just a standard foundation on which we build the 30-day cleanse from, and this is something you can incorporate into a healthy lifestyle. So what you see here is a 3-part supplement. The VMZ is a food nutrient complex. So that's a whole food multivitamin that's going to provide your body and your cells with the required nutrients to provide cellular efficiency within the body and to help the body appropriately detoxify its cells. You're also going to see the Cellular Vitality Complex, the Alpha CRS. This is full of antioxidants that are great for liver support as well as brain support, skin renewal, and different things of that nature. And then in the middle, you'll see your E-omegas. These are omega-3 supplements that are good for just about every cellular function in the body. They're incredible for brain health and also incredible for your liver. We talked about having healthy fats to help digest and detoxify the body. So this is the healthy foundation we start with. This is called lifelong vitality. If you don't feel increased energy or a decrease in occasional aches and pains, whatever you're looking for within 30 days, the best part is you can return this product back to doTERRA for 100% money back guarantee. It works that well. So the third thing I'm going to focus on for the rest of our time together is really the foundation of what a 30-day cleanse looks like. And this is supporting our elimination functions in the body. So we're going to clean house. We have a few main pathways in our body that are responsible for elimination. The primary chimneys are the intestinal tract, or digestion, and the urinary system. Our secondary is our respiratory system where we breathe, and our skin. When our primary chimneys get overloaded, that's when you'll see the secondary chimneys get bogged down. So you might develop some sensitivities in your lungs, some congestion, maybe some allergies, or with the skin, you might notice your body is eliminating through skin eruptions or rashes. So how do we support these chimneys for optimal elimination? Okay, so we're going to talk about how we can support our liver, our GI tract, our urinary tract, and then how we can decrease the likelihood of overloading those secondary chimneys, which we had mentioned is the skin and the lungs. So we're going to start with these two products. These are called Zendocrine on the left and TerraZyme. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper in each of these. The Zendocrine is going to support your 5 elimination channels, which are your kidneys, skin, lungs, urinary tract, and liver. And the TerraZyme is going to support the gastrointestinal tract. So let's start with the GI tract. These are your intestines. And the surface of your intestines, if you were to lay them all out, is equivalent to that of a tennis court. And your intestines are responsible for many, many things, including absorbing nutrients from foods and protecting us from pathogens or synthetics or toxins that may be in that digestive system. So this is a closer look inside of your GI tract. This is called villi. And villi are these little tiny fingers that are in that intestine. And on those villi, on the right, you can see microvilli, which are these teeny tiny little hairs that help cover these skin cells, these epithelial cells. And these 3 mechanisms are what are responsible for helping you absorb the nutrients in your food. So what can happen is when we're eating processed foods, or we're stressed, or we're exposed to more toxins than our body can eliminate at that time, these little tiny fingers, these little villi and microvilli, get clogged, kind of like a coffee filter or an air filter that needs to be changed. It gets clogged and prevents the epithelial cells, those skin cells, from actually absorbing the nutrients our body needs from foods. So what we use is something called TerraZyme, and this is your gut love blend. So what TerraZyme does is it actually goes in and starts kind of like it's almost like a roto-rooter for your little villi, and it will go through and help to digest and eat up any of the leftover food, toxins, anything plugging up your GI tract, and helps to eliminate it. So what this is, it's a blend of enzymes. And when we eat lots of raw, healthy fruits and vegetables, they are full of enzymes which help our body to digest food and absorb nutrients. What happens in our modern day society is a lot of times we cook foods, maybe they're processed, preserved, frozen, or even reheated in a manner that destroys these enzymes and makes it really difficult to digest and absorb nutrients from our food. So this blend allows us to do that. It has digestive enzymes in it. It also has maltase, or they also replace the maltase with an anti-gluten enzyme blend. So people who are sensitive to gluten can now use this digestive enzyme. And there's also more lactase, which helps decrease lactose and helps you properly digest lactose. So when we think about our liver, it's so important to keep our liver healthy. So our liver is the main way that we process and detoxify our body. Then the liver must send those toxins to another chimney for proper elimination, and that's either your kidney or your colon. So we have to keep our kidney and our colon super clean. So Zendocrine can help us do this. Our Zendocrine is an herbal complex. It is designed to help cleanse your skin, your liver, your kidneys, your colon, lungs, all 5 of your detox channels. It's different than our essential oils Zendocrine, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. This one is herbal based, and it has some really good quality herbs in there that will help support, like I mentioned, liver, kidney, colon, lungs, and skin. So our liver is king, like I had mentioned. It is so important to keep this guy functioning optimally and then to have those channels open so that we can excrete appropriately. So the Zendocrine Essential Oil Blend is designed to support a healthy liver. This is an essential oil complex that includes tangerine, juniper, cilantro, geranium, and rosemary. Now, the neat thing about juniper berry is it's designed specifically to help support your urinary tract and your kidneys. The cilantro is designed to help for heavy metal detoxification, and then the new blend now has tangerine instead of grapefruit for even more liver support. The next thing we want to do on our 30-day cleanse is a 10-day renewal within the body, where we actually eliminate pathogens which can be unhealthy gut flora within our GI tract. And what we're going to use for 10 days is a blend called GX Assist. This has oregano, melaleuca, lemon, lemongrass, peppermint, and thyme. And these are all oils that are really effective at eliminating unhealthy gut flora. So a lot of times toxins will actually live inside of fat cells. So when your body gets overloaded and it doesn't know what to do with excess toxins because it can't excrete them properly, it will actually keep you safe by tucking them in fat cells. And what that can cause is weight gain. It can also make it difficult to lose those few extra pounds because your body has harbored those toxins in your fat cells to keep you protected. So one of the things that essential oil blend that GX Assist can do is actually help penetrate that cell membrane and help release some of those toxins, because it is fat soluble, just like your epithelial or your skin cells are, that cell membrane. So something interesting is that our GI tract is responsible for 70% of our immune system. So it's really important to keep our gut in tip-top shape because it affects a lot of functions in our body. It affects a lot of our immune functions as well as our brain functions. Our gut has been called our second brain for good reason. Another thing to note is the stomach acid in our GI tract is a pH of 1.3, and that's a really high, it's like battery acid. So what that does is it kills a lot of the unhealthy bacteria or that might be coming through our system, and it also makes it really difficult for us to populate with healthy, good gut flora. So some of you may have heard of something called probiotics, and probiotics help support a healthy gut flora. So they are healthy bacteria. I like to think about our gut as a garden, and that GX Assist cleanse is like weeding your garden, and it takes out all the weeds and the bacteria and the stuff that is not serving your good gut flora, and it gets rid of it. And then we're going to come in with a really good quality probiotic that's going to seed and fertilize your gut garden. And remember that stomach acid is 1.3. It's like battery acid, that pH. So when we eat things that are full of probiotics, like kombucha, I love kombucha, or yogurt, things of that nature, most of the healthy probiotics in there are actually disintegrated in that stomach acid. So what we have is something called the PB Assist. And what's really cool about the PB Assist is it has a probiotic bacteria and a prebiotic fiber. And what this means is that you can actually get the probiotic into your lower GI tract where it will have the most beneficial results. So that prebiotic and probiotic fiber will help proliferate the good bacteria. So it makes it easier for the probiotic to adhere to the stomach lining, to the lower GI tract, rather, the intestinal lining, and that prebiotic will actually feed that bacteria, that healthy bacteria, until it gets where it's going and can repopulate in your lower GI tract. It's pretty phenomenal. So there are 5 billion probiotics per capsule, And the way this is designed, it's going to lead to many of these actually living through that stomach acid and going into your intestines where it needs to thrive and help to nourish that beautiful gut garden. Okay, so here are some of the bacteria that you will find in the probiotics. You can see the ones for the upper GI tract and the one for the lower, and 5 billion units of each per capsule. It's pretty phenomenal. Okay, there are also, like I had mentioned, the fiber in these. The importance of that fiber is that it helps it adhere to the villi within the intestine and helps it populate in your GI tract. So after we have done the activation, we have done the renew, now we are going to restore for the last 10 days of our cleanse. And this is through something called DDR Prime. This is an essential oil blend that's very, very powerful. It helps support healthy apoptosis. And what that means is healthy cellular death. So when you have a cell that is past its prime, in nature and within our bodies, a healthy cell will naturally die, and we eliminate it. What happens is sometimes the cell's DNA gets a mixed signal, and it keeps repopulating an unhealthy cell. And when we repopulate an unhealthy cell over and over and over, it can produce some really undesirable results in the body. So what DDR Prime is designed to do is to help support healthy cellular renewal. And it has some of the most phenomenal oils to help with cellular health. You have frankincense, which is the king of all essential oils. If I could only pick one, it would be frankincense. You have wild orange, lemongrass, thyme, and clove that all support this healthy cellular renewal. It also helps provide a healthy response to free radicals. Excessive free radicals can lead to premature aging and illnesses. And this blend will also help with those free radicals as well. During this 30-day cleanse, if your goal is to lose weight, you can also incorporate Slim and Sassy. If your goal is not to help support healthy weight loss, you could use lemon or grapefruit instead. But what you would want to do is to add these oils, either the Slim and Sassy or lemon or grapefruit, to your water a few times a day throughout this cleansing process. So these oils are going to help especially release the toxins in fat cells, so those fat-soluble toxins. The Slim and Sassy in particular is going to help you manage your appetite and sometimes mood shifts that we may have during our dieting phase. It helps support a healthy metabolism, energy production, a healthy insulin response, and once again, the management of toxins. So this is what it looks like for that ready, set, glow of 30-day total renewal is what it looks like when we lay it out. So we have that phase 1 is activating. So we're going to activate those cells. We're going to get ready to release them. We're going to make sure that our detox channels have been opened up so that when we start the reset, they will be able to be excreted properly, and then follow up with renewing with healthy cells. So this is what it looks like. We start with our foundation of the lifelong vitality. We focus in with our GI health with the TerraZyme digestive enzyme, the GX Assist, which goes in and kills the unhappy, unhealthy gut flora, and the PB Assist, which repopulates and nourishes that garden. Then we get into the endocrine system, which is just our excretory systems, and we're going to help support our kidney, skin, lungs, liver, and kidneys. And then our cellular health for the renewal process of renewing and helping provide optimal cell function. So this is what it looks like. I will have this checklist as a download on my website so that you can use it throughout your 30-day renewal. This is the 30-day renewal Cleanse and Restore Kit from doTERRA. It's an incredible value. You actually save a ton of money, I believe $79 when you purchase it as a package. Now, if you are new to doTERRA, this is something available to you. This is wholesale pricing. What wholesale pricing means is that you get a 25% off discount from retail for any of your purchases. So this kit will give you free wholesale pricing for a year, which is really phenomenal. And if you're already a doTERRA member, you can purchase this at this wholesale price and get loyalty rewards points. So you can get free product points for placing this on an LRP order, and that's basically 10 to 30% back in free product depending on how long you have been a rewards member. So pretty cool. Another fabulous gift, if you're watching this and it's January 2017, you get another gift from doTERRA. If you spend 200 PV with doTERRA between now and the 15th of January 2017, they are giving you a free bottle of frankincense, which is one of our most precious and most expensive oils. It's a $93 retail value. It's a great oil to use in the diffuser for grounding. It's also great to put around your eyes for skin health, prevent fine lines, wrinkles, that kind of thing. And it just smells incredible. It's just earthy and beautiful and has a rich historical history throughout ancient times of how it's been used to support healthy living. So that's with a 200 PV order. This kit alone, you can see, is 175 PV. So in order to get the free frankincense, you can add a bottle of Slim and Sassy. You can add an extra bottle of TerraZyme, that digestive enzyme. You could even add some of the trim shakes. So if you're doing this more as a weight loss goal, we have some really phenomenal protein shakes called trim shakes in chocolate or vanilla that you could add as well. So those are some of the options. And if you are brand new to doTERRA, they have something called New Year, New You Special. This, in my opinion, is the best time of year to start. What that means is if you're brand new to doTERRA, when you purchase that Cleanse and Restore kit or another kit that may better fit your needs with doTERRA, and you purchase 100 the following month, they actually give you $100 of free product that you can choose to purchase whatever you like. So it's an incredible gift. If you are working with another doTERRA wellness advocate, get with that person and get set up with your free products and this Cleanse and Restore kit. If you don't have anyone you're working with, or you're working with me, then send me a message. I will help get you set up, and I will also have all this information on my website so you can go in, order, and contact me with any additional questions. So I thank you for your time. Thank you, thank you. I promise you that within 30 days, you will feel a difference. You will feel phenomenal. I do this quarterly personally. I love to just re-energize, restart. I have noticed my hair gets shinier, I sleep better, I get more energy, my mood uplifts, and my gut, it just feels lighter. It's hard to explain, but I invite you to do a 30-day cleanse. I am not a doctor. I am a wellness advocate and essential oil educator. So please use this information to make informed health decisions and partner with your medical professional team. Thank you for your time, and happy oiling.